back inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, Echo. 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Morgan. Open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mike 56. Hey, Haywood. Watch the slant. 56.
Morgan operating from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 53. Mike. Oh, yeah.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this is Cook with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Fields. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Off play action. Fields looking for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56. Check. Go on. Watch the eye. Hey, box truck.
Here's Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
Now Morgan looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morgan. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Morgan now, throwing again. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. To throw is Morgan on 1st and 10. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards. Defense, keep it up, guys. Look at me, zipper. Hey, zoom. 58's the mile. 58's the mile. You're out. Fight.
Morgan on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, hold it. Go.
Here's Morgan throwing on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Go, go. 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic. No chance. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Exit. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hit it.
Now Morgan to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call. Even better execution.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on third down, Fields. Open man is Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Fields. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. It's caught. Smith. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
53, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
58 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
55. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Morgan complete to Newsom. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready.
58 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Switch.
Cut. Ready.
On 1st down, Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, let's get that hard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Pilot, 64, weak. Smooth. Say go.
Morgan now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch twist. Kill, kill, kill. Turn.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Slam, slam.
Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 17.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Ready.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Five.
To throw is Morgan. Throwing on 4th down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
That's the score. Lions 28. Saints 27.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again, Fields. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try and...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football.